Hey guys, what's up? It's Oliver, and this is Chaotically Creating, where you never quite know what you're gonna find. And today I am gonna be crocheting a Umbreon from Pokemon, and I got a pattern. It's from pattern by Shea Crochet. I think that's how you say it. I'll put a link in description for the link to the Etsy where you can buy the pattern. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the body. So there is the body, back legs, front legs, neck, head, tail, gold rings. Are there no ears? Where are the ears? Oh, there are ears as well, too. Hopefully, you know. But this is what it will end up looking like. Hope you can see that. So, yeah, I'm really excited. This is my third Pokemon crochet that I've made. I've made a Snorlax and Pikachu. My Pikachu is a tree topper for my Christmas tree, but he's currently hanging out over there. I can't zoom in on this one. But yeah, and then Snorlax is over there. You can't see him, he's facing the piano more. But yeah, I'm gonna put a time lapse on and we're gonna just work on this for a bit. So yeah. Alright, we're on page 5. 30 minutes for golden. Starting now. I'm not doing this like this for all of them, but I figured I'd try it for golden. We'll see how it goes. But it's been going good, so. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we're getting into a new part here. Where it kind of like everything breaks out. Oh boy. That is E. I'm assuming it's another E. Wow, that was low. That sounds like a phone tone. So I'm already. That was 5 minutes? 6 minutes? 5.5. And I won't be. It's fine. We're gonna keep pushing through. Okay. One, two, three, four, and two, one and two and three and four and okay. Now I want to do some more of these right hand things. So we got All of them are like messed up. Oh, I don't like that. No. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I still have 10 minutes. It's not that I don't have things I can work on, it's that I just am not in the mood to work on. Okay, I still need to count it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. Where's the E? 1, 2, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's waited so long to break these walls. Waited so long to break these walls. Okay, I'll try going through it one more time. I think I have enough time. I have 2.5, 3 minutes. That should be enough. 1, 2, That was so close. I got to the last measure. Let's just do that last measure there. Okay, so 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... What notes do I need? Rough. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there we go. That was the 30 minutes. This just shows that like you don't always want to do it, and I'm not doing this for anybody. I'm just doing this for myself and making you like music for YouTube videos and such. So it's like I don't know, there's nothing holding me accountable other than myself. So yeah, and I don't know, I want to learn piano, I want to be good at it, so I'm putting in the work. So, I hope this has been insightful. I don't know what it's going to turn into, but I'm keeping the videos until I figure it out. So, yeah, we'll be on to page 6 next. Another 30 minutes. Yeah, and then we'll, like, try 30 minutes of going through the whole song and see what that looks like. Because theoretically, I would have played every page for 30 minutes, so, like, there's, you know, I don't know, it's equal amount of time spent, I guess, and, like, since it repeats itself so much, like, I've gotten a lot better at some of the melodies of it, too, so that's cool. So, alright, bye, guys. Alright, hey, guys, we got an update. So I got the back legs both done. They look different sizes. No, they're okay. Maybe. I hope they're the same. They just look different. Because they're different sides? Why do they look so different? I just noticed that. Anyways, they'll be fine. So there's the back legs. Like that. It's coming along. They actually have like a lot of structure to them, which is cool. They don't have stuffing in them yet. I'll put the stuffing in later. But I'm working on the left front leg, and I had stuff like on my couch and such here, and I had a pair of scissors here, and as I was moving stuff away, I accidentally snapped the scissors, and cut my leg. So now I have to slowly weave in the yarn back in, which I hate changing yarn. It's just annoying, but it's fine. I'll do it. I mean, I have to do it because I'm not going to redo it. I've been trying to track how long it actually takes me to make it. So far I've been doing good, except I had one session that I forgot to write the time I finished. So, you know, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, we are starting row 6, and there's 21 rows for this one. So we'll see how it goes. It should be okay. It just is annoying that I have to re-yarn the thing, or put the yarn on. 2. Hate this. 3. Now we'll do the next one. Come on. 4, maybe? There we go. And then you gotta like kind of weave in the tails of the yarn, which just is annoying. That was 4, right? And I'm gonna actually cut this one down a little bit so I don't have to leave so much of it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the other one? Oh, I don't know where the other one went. Oh, is it in there? Yeah, it is. Okay, 4. Also, black yarn is so hard to see. I think this is 5. Oops. Yeah, 5. Okay, there we go. 6. Oops. Really? Come on. Okay, 6. 7. Good, now it's all weaved in. And you can't even really tell. So, I think that was 7. I lose count so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 9. Good. We got 12. We did it right. 10. 11, 12. There we go. Row 6 done. Alright, I won't probably do the whole rest of this with this, but I wanted a little update, just so it's not all time-lapse, because it goes really fast when I do time-lapse recording. 1. 2. I have a love-hate relationship with it, because it means it takes up less space on my GoPro, so that's nice because I can record more, but it also, I can't adjust the time then later when I'm editing, so that's less nice. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Sweet, another row. Why do we keep doing that? There we go. Okay, row 8. I don't know, what Pokemon should I make next? I've made Pikachu, Snorlax, now Umbreon. I feel like I make a bunch of Pokemon in crochet. Something I really want to try finding is, my dad is a huge Mountain Dew fan, and so I want to make a Mountain Dew can out of crochet. I don't know if there's a pattern for that. I'm sure there's a pattern for a pop can out there. But I might have to make the pattern, and I don't know how to make patterns. I've done a little bit of like improv with crochet. That was 3, right? 3, 4, but not a ton. And it was mostly just making arms for Pikachu. So, because he's a tree topper. I think that was 10. No, because then I will not the end. I could just keep going and not count. And assume I did it right. Yeah, this is hard to talk and do at the same time because I gotta count with this. When you're doing amagurui, it's a lot more important, I feel like, to count than when you're just making a blanket or something. Yeah, sweet, we got 14. Okay, now I just have to go on the round, so that's easier. I'll do 2 more rows like this. Hopefully you like the head cam. I don't know, I thought of the idea and I was like, that sounds kind of cool because you'll get like a cooler view of me crocheting. It does mean though that every time I move my head or crack my neck, which is frequently, I've noticed, the camera does move. So, oops, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But it's like POV, my eyes as I crochet. I'm making not the normal where it's Umbreon with the yellow, but with the electric blue. I don't know if I have the electric blue yarn. I gotta double check on that, which I should check that today because I might be going out and doing stuff. So if I'm out and about, it would be nice to pick up the blue yarn. I might have one though, I don't know. I have quite a lot of yarn, so we'll see. I've made other amagurui. I made a mushroom. I'll put the things on screen at some point throughout, I think, or I'll show a little video of, or some pictures, because one of them I don't have anymore because I made it for my mom, but it's a lion that I made. That one's weighted, which is cool. I weighted it with fish rocks because I didn't want to get the beads or like the actual like weighted things. So I used fish rocks. And I think I put them in little yarn bags or something, or I like put them in little fabric bags or something like that. I can't remember what I did, but it actually worked really well. Okay, this one I have to count more. 4, single grid, okay, and now increase. And then another increase. It's satisfying that I'm getting better at reading patterns. Because some of them are weird. Okay, I don't like that one. Okay, there we go. And it's a lot about like maintaining tension throughout, and that's kind of hard sometimes. I don't know. I feel amagurui is harder than normal crocheting, where you're making a blanket or a sweater or something. Especially just like working in the round like this, and how tiny of space you have. It can be a bit challenging, but it is very rewarding to get like a stuffed animal at the end of it. So I really like making amagurui ones. I think I like it more than the other ones. Although it does mean I have to sit and look at the pattern the entire time, so that kind of sucks. But is that a stitch right there? Can't tell. I don't think that's the one. Is it? It might be. Do I start with a decrease? Which one am I on? No. 1. Highly recommend using a stitch marker, because it's really hard to remember otherwise. Increase. Maybe I'll just finish this one talking. It's not going to take me too long. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Goal today is to get all the paws done. I got one more left to make after this. I would love to make a little bit more progress too, but I messed this one up somehow. So that must have not been a stitch. Yeah. Back to the beginning we go. We're gonna frog it. I think I messed up on my first stitch. Okay, let's see. Okay. 1, 2. Ah, it's so hard to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 14. We're good. And I counted this one. So 1. What do you got? You little thing in there. 2, 3. And then we increase. 1, 2. To increase is to put 2 stitches in one little loop. 1, 2. There we go. Now we have 6. 1. Maybe. That was horrible. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. How am I getting an extra? Three, 4, 10. Is that not a stitch? It's gotta not be. I'm so confused. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to do this one as the first one because I think this is the problem. 1, 2, 3. Increase. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have 4 left now? Yes, that was the problem then. I was starting not in the right stitch. 1, 2, come on, 3. Sweet. Now we just got 3 rows, 13, 14, 15, 4 rows of going in and around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, come on, 16. You can see where it got cut off a little bit right there, but I might be able to trim that and make it disappear. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where did my scissors go? Let's just cut my necklace. There we go. Yeah, now you can't tell. Sweet. That was 13. Okay, now we gotta do next row. 16 again. I would really like to understand on a more comprehensive level how to make patterns and what's actually happening, because I do really want to try making that Mountain Dew can. I think that could be really cool. And I don't think it would be too hard to make a pattern for it, because you're gonna be basically working in the round for most of it. I wasn't counting. I just hope I have enough stitches that I don't need to count. This is row 14. Sweet, 14 done. Let's see, what can I finish talking about here? Who knows if this will be sped up or not, but offers a different perspective for some of the video, mix it up a bit. I will be recording the whole process of making this. 15, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I'll make Gengar next. I feel like I really like Gengar too. It's all a matter if I can find a pattern, but that shouldn't be too hard to find a pattern. Sweet. Because they're a lot harder to make, these in a pattern than the Mountain Dew can, I presumably feel like will take. keeps getting stuck and it's driving me nuts. Is this supposed to 15 or 16? Shoot. I think this was 15. Alright, hey guys, so I didn't quite know, there's a lot of audio to fill for this video, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do for it. Still don't quite know what we're gonna do, but I have an idea, and that is I'm gonna do a tarot reading based off the project. I have a couple questions that I'm gonna ask, and I'm gonna use that as like a talking point. So I hope that that helps fill our time while we watch the time lapse. There's currently 2 sections to fill. There's a 30-minute section, and then there's like an almost an hour section. This is a long video, so lots of content, but it's a long process to make crochet amaguri, and I really wanted to show the whole process, and the time-lapse recording footage is already pretty fast, so I don't really want to speed it up too much. So that's kind of where we're at. But let's just get started. Our first question is going to be the core energy of the project. And so it is, what was the overall energy of creating this piece? So let's see what we get. I'm like trying to like perfect everything here, and I can feel myself like wanting to distance and like not, like I'm getting overwhelmed with the idea of filming this voiceover for this, and I'm wanting to like give up almost, and I can feel it and like getting emotional about it. And I drew King of Cups reversed for our first card. I'm using this deck, Crow Tarot. But yeah, I can feel myself getting like, this happens a lot in the editing phase, at least it does for me with when I have long videos where there's a lot of time lapse. I get to like finishing all of it, and then I get to the voiceover, and I just overestimate how long it's going to take me to do, and I get overwhelmed with it and want it to be like this perfect version of whatever idea I have in my head, and I can feel that happening, and I don't want to abandon this, and I really want to get this video out this week, so I'm going to push through it. The cup suits is the suits of emotion, so it's interesting to get a card of more an emotional context to it. I don't know where this is gonna go, but the overall energy of creating this piece, without applying it to tarot in general, I guess, but just kind of talking about it in general, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this now, but that's part of the process, is showing this like vulnerable aspect of it, and showing that I don't know what I'm doing most of the time with it. I might not know how I feel with it throughout the process, but I think this is an important part to reflect on in creating any piece. We have 2 of Swords reversed, bottom of the deck. I didn't really show you the card. Yeah, there's a lot of like pressure I put on myself, I feel like, at this point in the process, and just I can feel that overwhelm, and I like kind of talked about that already, and it's just like the idea of repeating myself if I forget what I was saying, and just I don't know, this is a longer video of all of that, and I don't want to feel like I'm spending like hours working on one video, because I would rather it be out and imperfect than never finished and perfect. so I don't try to always get the perfect angles, always have the audio perfect or whatever, and I try not to apologize for that either, because I think it's like I'm making the content, and also like apologizing for the voiceover or the audio or the camera angle and all of that, and apologizing like that is immediately bringing attention to that flaw, which as a viewer, when I've been consuming other people's content, it's not usually something that comes up in my mind that I'm critiquing them on. So I typically don't mention that, even if I've felt it and that I wanted to apologize for it. But I really try to restrain from that, because I don't like, I don't know. It's not something that I should have to apologize for when I'm the one creating the content. And it feels weird. I don't know how you guys feel on that, but that's my thoughts there, I guess. Tying it back to King of Cups somehow, then maybe it'll make more sense. But right now I'm not getting a whole lot on what the tone here is. There is a moon on the card, and there's like these boats in the background. There's some fish on it. All I'm getting is like artistic energy right now, and that's like the only words that come to mind, and that's frustrating me, and it's making me want to look up what the card means, but I'm trying to intuitively play and feel into it, and trust that I know what each of the cards mean, and that I don't need to look for outside sources for validation on them, and that's really hard. So maybe that's what the whole point of the video is. I don't know, and there doesn't need to be a whole point, but I always have this idea of wanting to make everything I say be very valuable, and that there's some like nice lesson to it, and it wraps up all nice, and there's a great bow on it and everything, and that puts a lot of pressure on it. And literally the moon on here, trusting your intuition. Moon all about intuition, trusting, learning to trust yourself and not need that internal validation, and or external validation, I should say. But this project was fun to make. I'm really happy with how Umbreon turned out at the end. It's very cute. Crochet Amaguri takes a while, and I tried to track it throughout the process, but I just kept forgetting to write it down, so I got like halfway done with the thing, and then I kept forgetting to write it down. We're at 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, there we go. Man, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna keep on chugging along, and we'll figure it out together. And it's like a part of the process. I like mentioned this. I didn't mention it in this video. I cut that part out because I talk about it on Wacky Word Wednesday. Anyways, on Wacky Word Wednesday, we got a little sneak peek of working on Umbreon in that, and I just time-lapsed that footage, so you'll see me talking in it. You don't really miss anything, and if you want to check out what I actually like said in that moment, check out Wacky Word Wednesday from this last week. I believe it was episode 25. But I'm talking about how when I start sewing all the pieces together, it's not one of my favorite parts, and that's kind of where I'm at right now, where once I get going in recording the voiceover, it's not too bad, but it isn't necessarily a part of the whole artistic process of making a YouTube video that I really enjoy. But I'm trying to find the way to enjoy it, because if there's a part of the process that you dread and you hate, and every time you get to it you're miserable about it, that's going to happen every time until you learn how to accept the fun parts about it. Or I hope that makes sense what I'm saying, and not but I'm trying to learn how to enjoy all parts of the process and identify reasons why I don't like it. And a reason why I don't like the voiceover part is it puts me, the pressure I put on myself with it is one reason, but then also like the not knowing and having to be okay with not knowing what the process of the video or topic of the video is going to be. And I'm not about writing scripts. I think that's a waste of time in my personal preference for the style of my videos. And it is just way too much extra work in trying to like write it out in that sense and then follow it, and it just doesn't feel as authentically me. So I'm not writing scripts. I tried that in the very beginning of making videos and such. I tried writing out scripts, picking out like little bullet points, topics and such like that. I don't mind the bullet points. That helps a little bit, but I'm not a big fan of writing out a full script. And I won't probably ever do it just moving forward, other than like bullet points and such, kind of like what I'm doing here, where I have 6 questions that I'll be asking throughout this little segment here. And I think there's 2 segments that I have of time to fill, and you're just getting like, we're breaking the 4th wall, I guess, or whatever. Not really, but you know what I mean. Sorry, my computer is yelling at me. Microsoft Defender summary. There's 2 main segments. There's one that's a 30-minute segment, and then there's one that's like an hour. I think I mentioned this already. Oh well. I might play some music for that first 30-minute section, because we could do some golden there. And so for this section, only try to make it last an hour, which is crazy to think of that I need that much footage, but it's fine. It's gonna be great. We're at 10 minutes. We're 1/6 of the way there. And on that note, maybe we should ask the next question. And I'm gonna stop it while I shuffle the deck and get the next cards. Just because then it's gonna be easier to upload these videos, well, is it really easier? Not really. I'm thinking out loud here now. You're getting the whole behind the scenes of this process, which is what we're all about. All right, we're gonna ask the next question. I'm just gonna keep the film rolling, and we'll just, it's fine. So the next question is, what was the real challenge with this project? I'm curious as to see what's gonna come up, because without even like asking the cards and such, the challenge feels like right now. Like the actual challenge of making the whole thing, like actually creating the physical item, it really didn't feel like much of a challenge. Okay, well, let's see what we get. What was the real challenge behind this project? Oh, we'll take those 2. Well, and we'll take that one. I get like, it's another thing, I get another 2. We got 2 of wands on the bottom of the deck now, and 2 cards that fell face up on the ground. So, let me grab these real quick. Alright, we got Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. I'll give you a closer look at those. So Ace of Swords, I believe. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Which I don't know if I've gotten that one with this deck before. And Ace of Pentacles. And then we have one more, which is the Lovers, 6. Immediately here comes to mind is like being in love with all parts of the process and trying to find the love in all parts of the process. There's a lot of twos that have been repeating throughout today for me. I did tarot earlier, and I do it in the morning. And twos came up twice there. They've been in the bottom of the deck twice now. The Lovers is all about, yes, it's a 6, but it's a card of duality, like the opposites. And the Two of Wands is also like the next biggest like Lovers card in the whole deck, other than maybe Two of Cups, which I think it was Two of Swords. Yeah, it was Two of Swords first. But I got Two of Cups earlier today. Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords is a lot about clarity. I don't know where I want to put this deck right now. Like breakthroughs, beginnings. They're both a card of beginnings with the Ace, the start of the cycle. Swords are about mental perception, intelligence. They're the suit of air, typically, or the element of air. For Swords, Pentacles, element of earth, more about materialistic aspects of life. I'm very getting like, this is more like the physical product of it. There's a lot of flowers on them all. And there's like the sun and moon on this one. I get really nervous when there's a lot of silence too. I'm like, every second has to be like valuable, or like you're gonna click away. It doesn't like, it's such a weird thing like thinking of where it's like, I have this like perception that I'm like, oh, I really need to make sure every sound or every aspect of the video has sound going to it and it's interesting all the time, because like they're gonna click away otherwise. Or the viewers are going to click away otherwise and not want to watch the whole thing. But I also don't care. But I care. It's this duality. The two is this challenge of like, I want to make good content and I want it to be very high quality content, but I also don't care if the camera angle's bad or my audio quality switches halfway through. I'd love for it to be great, you know, like the goal is to strive for that, but I'm not looking for perfection. Yeah. The real challenge with this project I'm like pausing like to think, but I'm not thinking of anything when I pause. The brain is just empty. And I have that urge to look up the card meaning still, but I know what the cards mean. And it's like going beyond that now and sitting in this moment of just that's like a good point to bring up, I guess, of that space that you're in, that liminal space that you're in, of feeling qualified enough to do something, but still not feeling qualified enough for it. I hope that makes sense. But like I've been studying tarot and astrology for every day since beginning of September of last year. It's April now. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 8 months. I thought it was 6 months. Almost 8 months. So I've been studying this stuff for 8 months, and I feel not at all qualified to talk about what I've learned and what I've done, but it's like I'm doing this stuff every day. It's not that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I also I have that like voice in my head that's like, yeah, but like there are people that have been studying this for like years and they're just not talking about it. Or, you know, what gives you the right to talk about it when you've only been studying it for this long? And it's like, I don't know, just because I haven't been studying something for very long does not make me not qualified to talk about my perspective and how I've learned something. And I think that's really important to think about. I've like I guess like this kind of ties into it somehow. I know it will connect eventually, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to connect yet. But like I had to learn how to learn a lot growing up on my own. I didn't really feel like people taught me or took the time to teach me very well in ways that made sense to me, and I didn't really necessarily feel ever like I was learning right, or like there's a right way to learn. Which I wouldn't say there's a right way to learn, but there is a way that is more effective for you, for each individual person. There isn't a more effective way to learn than what is going to work for everybody kind of idea. I hope that makes sense. And so I had to learn a lot on my own. And it kind of like, I got that validation, that external validation that I was bad at something because my grades didn't really reflect it, or like my grades on tests didn't reflect it. I wouldn't do as good as my peers with it. I still was a very high achieving student and still got most high grades in that, but I would fail math tests or I would fail my science tests or whatever, and like I would equate that to my worth. And I wasn't expecting this to go that direction with like talking about that, but I guess that is the joys of it. But I always felt like that was part of my worth, and my intelligence was based off of that grade. And I like compared myself to my peers a lot and just felt like they knew a lot more than I did. And then I got to college and it was a very different situation where the classes that I was taking in high school were hard classes. And the work ethic of those around me in college was different than what it was in high school, and it got to be a big change where all of a sudden I wasn't succeeding as much as I would have liked in high school, but then when I got to college I was succeeding a lot more and understanding it, and like people would come to me and ask me questions, so it was a very big perspective shift there, and ask me for help and validating in a lot of ways. And it taught me that I'm really good at learning stuff on my own because I didn't get taught how to learn in the beginning. Or like, not, I don't want to say that blanket statement of that because that's pretty dramatic, saying I didn't get taught how to learn, but in a way that works for me and proves based off of your arbitrary standard or whatever that I'm understanding. So because I've gotten really good at to learn, it helps feel more like I know what I'm doing with this stuff. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, but I don't know, that's just, there's a lot of doubt I feel, and I'm nervous to post this, but I'm doing this for myself first and foremost, and I'm not here to like just gloss over it and not speak authentically and be vulnerable about this stuff. Because I don't think it really helps the situation or helps people feel heard when you gloss over the situation in that way. I just gotta keep in mind eye on the time, because I don't want to have to then figure out how to cut this down and make it fit within my amount of time. But we're good. We got 52:39, 49:51. It's basically like an hour. Yeah, because 52, that would be, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out here, right on the spot. Let's do this math. Okay, so we need 52:39. So then it would be 21:08 would be left over for an hour. And then we got 49:51, which would be plus 0.7971, 57. 58 minutes is how much I got. 58 minutes and 10 seconds is what I gotta fill for this second little voiceover thing. And I think the first one we're gonna hear page 5 of Golden, because I think that's gonna fit that perfectly. So we'll just do both of those little segments. It's gonna be just all kinds of stuff. I think it's time to ask the next question, which is, what was I learning without realizing it? Or what was the project trying to teach me? That's a good question. What was the project trying to teach me? Okay, I just got like so much like, okay. The Fool, bottom of the deck. Beginner. Jumping, taking the leap. And then we have 8 of Cups reversed. The Moon again, all about trust and intuition in this. Okay, 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups. And it's reversed. No, what I was gonna say before I like just cut myself off basically was I am like, do I really put the golden stuff in the beginning? Because the main topic of this video is the Umbreon project, and so far I haven't really talked about the Umbreon project at all, which, you know, it's fine. It's cute. It's, yeah. 8 of Cups. I feel like this card, if I remember right, is like leaving something behind. And like you can kind of see when you flip it over how the crow is like kind of in front of the cups. Yeah, 8s are kind of a card of our number of change, not quite as much as 5. We're getting closer to the end of the cycle with it. Really resonating with the Fool over here on the bottom of the deck. The Fool is the start of the hero's journey. It's number 0 in the major arcana, and it is about that like initial innocentness is a part I get with it, but also just like impulsiveness of youth, young, that young innocence. That's what I was looking for. And I'm getting like taking that leap of like faith, even when you don't know the why, you don't know the how. Knowing the why you're doing something and what you're doing it, like your why for doing something is really important. My why for doing this YouTube channel and creating is to inspire others to create and to connect to that creativity in themselves. But also, one of probably the bigger things that is more like for myself and not for the collective aspect of a whole, but for myself, is to have like a documentation, like a diary, like of all these little projects. It's to just create and share it, because I love sharing all the stuff that I make and my art, and I like that it brings a smile to people's faces, and I want to do that on a grander scale, and YouTube provides that, and that's one of my whys, I guess. Why this Umbreon, or why this project this week? What was I learning without realizing it? 8 of Cups reversed. Why this week? Umbreon's my favorite Pokemon. I like that the EVO evolutions kind of look like a cat, and I like that. And I just like the dark, shadowy aspect of Umbreon the most, and I really like the shiny version. I don't like the yellow version as much, or where it's the normal one. I just love that electric blue paired with the black. I think it looks beautiful together. And I wanted to crochet something, and that was another big why. Is the reason my videos, I film them the way they are, is to show the process. Because you only see the end product in art often. You see the music video, you see the final painting, you see the final stuffed animal, whatever creative thing you're making, whatever it is, the final musical production, all of it, and you see it with all of that, but you don't see all of the hours that they did to put into that specific thing, to just do that specific thing. And not only that, you don't see all the hours that went into learning how to do that skill. So like, you're seeing the time-lapse footage of this, and it was 2 hours and 9 minutes, because I cut down a couple of the videos that I was filming in full time. It was 2 hours and 9 minutes of unedited footage, and that's a lot of time, because that doesn't include how long it actually took to make. That just gives you kind of a perspective on it. And I had 40 videos in this clip, or in this video. There was originally 40 videos that were all stitched together, or edited together, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. And I used the head cam for my GoPro, because I record with the GoPro mostly. And what am I saying mostly? I record with a GoPro. That's my main footage. I don't have like an actual fancy big camera or anything like that, and I don't particularly like recording on my phone. So I use my GoPro. And it's great because it has a head cam, so I did the head cam footage for most of this, not realizing that I move my head a lot, so sometimes that happens. But also I think the camera just decided to move at times. I don't know what that was about, and I just realized my battery might die, which is great. What are we at? Sorry, I'm gonna get a weird angle here. We're at 36%, and it's 32 minutes in. My camera's gonna die, which is great. And I'm gonna get in the middle of this, and then I'm gonna lose all my train of thought, and my camera's gonna die. Great. We're gonna move on to the next question. All right. What unexpected energy showed up while creating this? Cool. Fell on the ground, 2 of them. We got 7 of Cups, bottom of the deck. What fell on the ground? They're like sideways, so I don't know what direction they're supposed to go. But we're gonna go with this. Strength and 2 of Wands again. Another 8. So 7 of Cups, I'm going to start there, is illusion, fantasy, like dream state. And this one's interesting because it has a ton of like different elements in each of the cups. I don't know if you can, how well you can see that, but double 8s, we had the 8 of Cups, strength being 8. Yeah, I feel like 8 plus 2 equals 10, which is the completion of the cycle. More flowers. There's a lot of flowers on this one. There's the flowers on the like lion's head right there, and then the like, these look like, I don't want to say the flower because I think it's wrong. Lilies almost, but I don't think that's right. Daisies. I don't know my flowers well enough. These are roses. I know that. Anyways, drawn to how there's like a heart here, and there's a heart here. 2 major arcana so far, the Lovers and Strength, and both of these feel, it feels like finding that inner love for the whole process. And finding that perspective switched that allows you to love all parts of the process. And I feel like I never felt too much doubt during this project of like, oh, I can't do this part. I never really felt much doubt. Didn't really feel too much dread about doing a part of it until I started getting to the sewing part. And that just felt a little overwhelming with how many pieces I had to attach. But it really wasn't that bad. And I think we tend to catastrophize, big words here we're using today, what the expectation or how like hard something's gonna be, and I totally did that for this voiceover. I mean, I'm still doing it, checking the time and everything. Part of it is checking the like battery life too, but I think we'll be okay. We might make it. I don't know. We gotta get 24 more minutes or something like that. Yeah. What surprised me, I think how fast I made it is part of the thing too. Like, yeah, it took like, I don't know how long it took because I forgot to keep track. And I really want to know because like I kind of want to start selling my amagururi stuff to people, and I like have no idea what to charge for it. It's kind of never gonna equal the right amount of what it is hourly for these, because no one's gonna really want to pay like that much money for them. But that's part of the issue of making amagururi and selling it, I feel like. But yeah, maybe it's more of a commission-based thing. I don't know. It's just a thought to throw out. What else surprised me? Trying to like think back to it, and I don't know. I felt like it was a very peaceful project in general. I enjoyed being able to record in multiple different positions. I recorded on my deck. I recorded on my couch. I recorded at night. I recorded during the day. I recorded during the afternoon. Just kind of like all of that. I liked the flexibility of that, and not. I kind of want to try the headcam more in the future. So if that is cool, I guess let me know. Yeah, what is your guys' favorite Pokemon? I want to know. Tell me down in the comments below, and maybe I'll make it next. I think I'm going to make Gengar next, though. I kind of want to do that one, if I find a pattern. Yeah. I don't know, the 7 of Cups I'm drawn back to again, and like the fantasy aspect. What surprised me about this process? I think part of it too was how fast I did it. Like, I said that, but like how fast I went to initiating it. Like, I bought the pattern, and then like that day I started making the video. And I think that's like really important thing to do. It's like this Two of Wands kind of beginning energy of, it's not the Ace of Wands, but it is two, and that's still pretty early on in the initiation, or the whole 10-step process, if you will, and not like second guessing our starts, because that's really easy to do. So yeah, I want to go on to the next question. Okay, so what does the finished piece carry or represent now? Let's see. Okay, I feel like there's another. We'll go with this one too. Fell on the ground again. 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck. And the one that landed on the top, Death, 13. Great. And 6 of Swords landed on the floor. Why can't I remember 6 of Swords now? So I don't like to think of death as like actual like death, but more transformation, rebirth. Like, it sounds a little morbid, I guess. A part of you dying so a new part of you can be born. And I think that resonates with this project, video, the whole thing. There's one more question that I want, and I'm going to use another deck with that question, where it's going to be two things. But, oh, did I show the Death card? I don't think I did. Death, 6 of Swords. I'm out of space where to put these, so they're going to go over there for now. Which doesn't quite make sense, but I want them all on my desk. I want to see them all. And 9 of Wands, another very strength card, the like resilience and Queen of Cups peeked out from beneath, and I saw it, which is another very emotionally artistic character in the deck. Dang, I really can't remember what 6 of Swords is. Driving me nuts. It's not battles won, battles earned, or like that's not what it. That's more 5 of Swords was what I was getting at, where it's like the cost of what it is to win. But I think 6 of Swords. What is this one? Whatever, it's fine. I can avoid it. 6 of Swords. It's gonna drive me nuts now. I want to look it up, but I'm not going to. 6 and 13 is 9. 6 and 13 is 9. Yes, 6 and 13 is 19 is what I meant to say. Which 19 is 1 9, which equals 10. And then we have the 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck. There's more flowers on this card, and I'm really drawn to the Death card. There's more flowers down here, so I feel like that's a significant thing for someone. But, ooh, we kind of have like the feathers down here. I'm almost getting like something forgotten. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I keep like moving them around and trying to like make them all nice and perfect. But it's not gonna happen. I think it does symbolize this new, like, it's almost like a reminder of it's okay to not know what the end product is. Like, in this project, I knew what the end product was going to be like because I was following a pattern. I was following someone's actual process and everything. So there was really no question of what is next, what is the next step, or what is this going to look like. Like, I knew what it was going to look like in the end. It just was a matter of, like, can I actually, like, I guess, follow the pattern and make it, you know? So I feel like it's a reminder almost of follow the pattern even when you don't have a pattern. Like, the process is the pattern. The process of creating something. I've been really getting into this a lot recently of trying to understand the process of the creative process for me and the different steps in going with it. I'm equating, or in my way of figuring it out and learning more about it, and I eventually want to create a product that people can view and see and learn from this with. But I'm looking at the zodiac as a whole cycle when we go through all 12 of the signs. Aries to Pisces, it's a cycle. Well, that cycle could apply to the creative process. So how does it apply to the creative process? And I'm really trying to visualize that now and feel into it. And when I am in a stuck point on it, I'm like, okay, what kind of stuckness does this feel like? I hope that makes sense what I'm saying there. But does this feel like, if you think of it as like 4 or 3 chunks of 4, because we have 4 elements and then 4 elements and then 4 elements to equal to 12. Well, does it feel like beginning fire energy? Does it feel kind of like the middle? Kind of like the end? Does it feel like fire energy, or does it feel like earth energy? What does that even mean to someone that doesn't know a whole lot of that? Fire is very impulsive, but earth is very, like, grounded. It's practical. It's more stubborn. Are you being stubborn with yourself about it? Are you just not starting? Because that start is from the fire. It's the ignition. Air is more the ideas, the generation of, like, ideas, intellect, the intelligence behind it, the communication behind it. And then water is the emotional connection to it, the feelings that go behind it, because regardless of if we know the feelings, every creative art project we make has feelings to it. And that's, like, a pretty big statement I'm saying, but I don't doubt it, that every creative project you make has some emotional connection to you in some way. You might not know it. You might not be able to describe it, and you might know that it has emotional connection to you, and you might not be able to describe the emotions to it. But that's why I'm applying it to the zodiac wheel, because I feel like it helps to create, oh, there's a 12-step process to it now, all of a sudden. And the creative process is different for everybody, but and different in every situation that you're in, and you know, so yeah, I don't know, but I want to do the last question before I run out of time and before my GoPro dies. So I'm going to do the last question. We're going to do 2 decks here. What is it at battery-wise? 19%. We got this. It's going to last. I hope. It needs to last 10 more minutes. Can we do it, GoPro? Please? All right. Oh, last question. For someone watching this while working on their own project, what might they need to hear? Okay, well, that felt weird, but we're going with it. Oh, I don't think I've gotten these 2 cards. All right, bottom of the deck, the Magician. Ah, I love the Magician. One of my favorite cards. Lots of flowers, guys. Okay, I want that deck out. And then we have 10 of Cups reversed and 7 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles I'm going to start with. It's a little easier to look at when it's right side up, so I'm going to show you right side up. And then this one right side up too. 10 of Cups is one of the like better 10s to get, to be honest. Even if it is reversed, I would say the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles are like the better ones, and 10 of Cups might be the best. It's like emotional fulfillment, and with it being reversed, it feels almost like not allowing yourself to feel the emotions that are connected to a project, and not like allowing that and recognizing that it's okay that they can take that a project can be very emotionally draining and connecting. And 7 of Pentacles is like, you can see here where it's like all the pentacles down here and the one up here. It's like building your resources and letting it grow, and then like letting some of it go. There's another deck, the Light Seers deck. I think it has a really beautiful interpretation of the 7 of Pentacles. It's like all these pentacles growing underground, and then like 1 or 2 are growing up top, which I really like that representation of it, because it's like the slow growth of something and not being able to see it grow, but trusting it's growing. And maybe with it being reversed, it's more not trusting it. I can definitely relate to that. This question was more for those watching, I guess, in that sense of like what it is. So it's less like me, and I don't want to make it about me, but I'm so impatient, and I'm like, I just want this to grow and be sustainable and help me feel more comfortable in my life, but it's not there yet, and that's okay. Because if it was there and if it was easy, it wouldn't be as rewarding and fulfilling. I hope that makes sense. But now we're gonna do a Crystal Grid card. This is the deck, Crystal Grid Oracle, and this one has like crystal patterns on them, but then also like emotions, transformation, truth, foundations. It's like keywords like that. When we do the inner work, our world changes. Yeah, do the inner work. Heal yourself. It's a beautiful thing to do. Okay, what are we at? 52 minutes. We're getting there, guys. We're almost there. I've almost made it. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, that was quick. All right. We're going to call those 2 good. Bottom of the deck, boundaries. Here's a little crystal pattern thing. Stop yelling at me. I get it. And we got, I'm not going to read these ones as upside down. We got, boundaries is number 21, so it adds up together to be 3. 3s are all about community, cooperation. I always think of like body, mind, spirit. We got expansion. This is really pretty, which is 68, which goes to 14, which then also further reduces down to 5. 5s are about change. 14, double 7s. Associated to temperance on the hero's journey. So expansion of self here. The other one is ancient knowledge, 24, smoky quartz. They also have crystals associated with them. I should have said that, sorry. Brookite and calcite fairy stone is the boundaries. We all have ancient knowledge in us, within us. You just have to become still enough to find it. I'm very much learning that still. I am not a still person by most means, but I have gotten a lot better since learning astrology and tarot. and it has completely changed my life for the better. Like, without a doubt, I am a much happier person because of it. And that seems vulnerable to share in the sense that I feel like others won't really get it, but they don't need to get it because I get it, you know? It makes sense to me, and it's a perspective shift. It doesn't feel now like something's wrong with me, but all of these, I'm uniquely different, and that's important, and my differences are important. But also, astrology showed me how to see my strengths and how to really play into them more, and just how complex we are as humans, and how much archetypes and symbols actually do influence our lives, and how much they have shaped who we are. And it's given me hope for something better, and also that the way I'm feeling isn't all within my control, and that sometimes the environment you're around and the situation of what's going on around you and the people around you can really impact how you feel, that everything is energy around us, and that everything is a frequency, everything has a vibration to it, everything, even if we can't see it, it's all admitting something to us. So yeah, we got 2.5 minutes left. This was fun. I don't know, it's definitely nerve-wracking, and I don't know if I'm gonna watch it back, to be honest. I normally do, but this one I might just plop this video in at the end, plop the other video in, and call it a fine and dandy day. You don't always need to watch it back, but just sometimes trust, you know, that what you're saying is right, and that it's gonna work out, and it is gonna work out. Things are going to work out, but it's a slow process. It's a slow process, and we have to trust that the flowers are blooming in the winter and into the spring, even though we can't see them bloom. We are blooming. We are transforming. We are being reborn. New beginnings are starting. Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll put a link in the description to the pattern if you want to check it out. I think it was Shaya's Crocheting. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name, but I will put your pattern in the description. I still got like 30 seconds at least. I don't know where my sheet went. 8:10, 58:10. Yeah, I got like a minute left, and I can't say my thing quite yet. I can't say my ending bit yet. It's not the end. Oh, I guess I never really talked about the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You are the creator of your own reality. You have the magical powers. And your mindset changes your reality. Yeah, your mindset changes your reality. And you are a magician in your own world, and believe it. Believe that you have the power to change your reality, and it will start changing. You just might not see it. You might not see it. And good things are starting. There's a lot of flowers here. There's a lot of growth. Just flowers are a great symbol, and showing how important they are. Lots of Venus energy with like all the roses going on too. So yeah, all right, I'm at the end. So as always, stay chaotic, stay creative, and I love you guys.